The TriCaster guy, you know what to do.
Yep. Right on it.
All right, guys, our first one comes from Esther saying, please, what will happen to those people from Nigeria who already had their I-130 petition for their spouse in NVC stage?
That's a good question. We don't know the answer. The Nigerian ban goes into effect the end of the month. We don't know what happens with people who have pending cases. My guess is that there will be an injunction, so that hopefully people who are at the National Visa Center will be able to get through. Hopefully people with adjustments will be able to get through, just like there was an injunction for the people who were from the countries with the Muslim ban. Ultimately, whether or not the injunction is upheld by the Supreme Court, I don't know, but hopefully, certainly in the short term, you'll be able to get through. And then let's hope that the appeal of the impeachment, which is our United States election in November, we have a new president, and then we don't have to worry about bans from Nigeria or any other country.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully. Alrighty, this next one comes from Amazingly Dior. She says, good day. I got married last December 2019, sent in my papers, I-130, 130A, 485, 765. On the 31st of December, just received my notice for action for my biometrics, which is next week. What is the next step I should take?
Go take your fingerprints, and then ultimately you'll get your work permit and hopefully a green card.
All right. Next one saying, hope all is good, Brad. Thank you for the tips and support. I've been following your show for a long time. I have a quick question. My I-130 was approved 75 days ago. The last update I received was your petition was approved and sent to NVC for visa processing. I didn't hear anything from them. What should I do? My sponsor is a green card holder living in the U.S. and I'm living abroad in Lebanon.
You haven't heard anything, then contact the National Visa Center. And if you're not getting through, then contact a lawyer who can get through to the National Visa Center.
Okie doke. Next one comes from Ali K. They ask, I have a question to ask. I came here on an A2 visa from Sierra Leone, but I did not come
Sierra
Leone.
That's Syria.
But I did not come to work here on it. I got it because I was working with the government of Sierra Leone in Syria.
Okay, the A2 visa is a government, is like a United Nations or work at the embassy visa. Okay, so he gave us a statement. He came here on an A2 visa, and his question is, he came on a statement.
Yep, he asked us a statement.
I once took a boat ride around the Hudson River.
All right.
Next.
Almighty Dean.
I mean, just random statements by Brad Squatters.
That's the whole question,
okay,
guys. Almighty Dean saying, my wife filed November 5th, 2019, ready to be scheduled for an interview January 21st. When should we be getting the interview scheduled? Anytime
between the day you got that notice and 3 years from that day you got that notice.
Okay, Good Melody asks, I am a U.S. citizen and married a Nigerian. Now, is there an immigration ban in Nigeria? Will it affect me filing for my wife?
Yes, but hopefully let's see what happens. Let's see how it all plays out.
Del Murad saying, I've been in the country with advanced parole once. Can I go again for 3 weeks?
Yes.
Alrighty. Aline Mathis asks, hi, any changes in the courts for people who have an order of deportation? I filed my I-130 for my husband and got approved and reopened his case. Reopened his deportation court order. We went 2 years ago and changed to another 2 years in which is October. We ran out of hope since they took out the power from judges' hands.
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you have an approved I-130 and your husband's eligible to adjust, they still have to follow the law and do an adjustment. So give us a call.
Malkid saying, what happened if your spouse is away on military duty and your interview is coming up before the spouse is back in the U.S.?
Bring evidence that he's away on the military, go on that interview, and they'll reschedule it for when he comes back.
Scarlett Day asks, I applied for my 10 years FR. March, I got...
Uh-huh. The FR.
Yeah.
PR, probably. Permanent residence.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant. Yeah. March. I got 18 months extension, which expires in September. I got another letter that said that my case was moved to New York. I live in New York. Should I be worried, or is that normal?
That's normal. You're going to get an interview to remove the conditions of your permanent residence shortly.
Back to Rar saying, I've Medicaid but never used it before. Does it affect my entry in the U.S. when I come back with advanced parole, or should I cancel it before leaving?
It can affect you if you come back after February 24th. Cancel it.
Chris G 1548 says, does the public charge rule affect persons for adjustment of status if they are married to a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Jose saying, are dismissed cases count on green card application for adjustment of status?
Yes, they can't use it to find you inadmissible, but they can use it to deny your adjustment based on bad moral character.
Alexa Nava asks, in removal proceedings under asylum, my girlfriend and I are getting married in April. Can I adjust status? How long is the process? Came without inspection from Mexico.
The answer is, if you get married to your girlfriend, who then becomes your wife, before she's granted asylum, you would be able to get derivative benefits through that asylum application as well.
Kiki is saying, if an undocumented person wins the Lotto, can they collect it?
Yes.
Oh.
I even had an undocumented person who won the New York State Lotto. $17 million was my client. Undocumented, no green card, collected the money. New York Lotto didn't ask. All they asked was, what's your social security number? So you just need a social security number. That's it.
Noted, Brad Squad. Noted.
Yes.
Start playing those numbers. Okay.
An ITIN would not work.
Next question says, can I file for adjustment of status with my wife while I still have pending adjustment of status filed by my divorced wife, who will not go for an interview with me?
You got to withdraw the first case before you file a new case.
All right, and our last one for now, Pola saying, a German guy I know applied for F1 visa, been on administrative processing since November 2018. What should we do? University of Michigan has forfeited his spot in the class. Can he do anything to cancel the application? He wants to go to the U.S. to visit instead. He's now he now goes to university in London.
Well, you can always get an ESTA to come here for 90 days. I don't know why it's been on administrative processing for 2 years. Obviously, they're looking at something, and I think before he does anything, he should contact a lawyer to figure out what's going on. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.